One day, many people gathered in a field, and I was among the number. We gathered there to see a race, which was of so many teams. There was a team which was very fast, and it ran and won the race. But I was surprised to hear that the team was disqualified. Why? It was because even though the team ran faster, but they did not follow the track rules. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Devance Empire. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Feel at home. This is the best place to ever be. And if this is your first time here, karibu sana. You have made the best and the most bold step in your life. So today I'm just waking up a few minutes ago. I've taken breakfast, still having my plate here. I ate Indomie and some eggs. And right now I'm seated on my desk. My house is a small one. If in case you don't know, my house is a bed sitter. So most of the time in the video, you might see me capture the whole house from one angle. That should not bother you. So right now, I'm sitting right in front of my computer. What I'm doing is I'm trying to Photoshop a project for one of my clients. This is Apostle Moses Sewe, a very great man of God. A man who we pray for, God to protect in our time. So what I'm doing right now, I'm actually removing the background, the white background from his photo. I've just finished cutting his image, as you can see. The image is this one here is the image. So I'm taking out the background. So I have to use a cutter. This sign, I don't know what is it called. It's called the polygonal lasso tool. I use it to go cut around, to trim around the photo image like this, so that I can take out this extra background here, so that it can remain without a background. Then I come and click here. After I've finished selecting all the image, I click here like that, and the background is nowhere. So what you see here, this is not a background. What you're seeing here, these small tiny boxes of gray and white are an illustration that there's no background. This photo has no background. The photo itself is independent. So I'm supposed to take this photo, take it to a place where I have a background. So on this, there are two tabs here. On this other tab, it's a white background. And this other tab, it's, you see, it's just this image with no background. Yes, so this is a PNG. I don't know what PNG means. I've turned it from JPEG to PNG. PNG is a photo without a background. So this image, I'm gonna transfer it on this other end and see how I can modify it. First of all, I have to make a background because he told me he has particular colors that he has to use, that have to be used. So I have to stick to that. I will show you the end product if I will have the courage. So later in the day, I'm supposed to also go and meet a friend of mine who I promised to teach how to ride a bicycle. I own a bicycle because I am a fan of rides. I like riding bicycles, and that is the reason why I really want to buy a very good, powerful motorcycle. If you know Fishwaga stories. So before I buy a motorcycle, a very good motorcycle, so that I can tour this world with it, you know. A motorcycle is very good because it's very fast. It doesn't stay on traffic like vehicles or cars do. You can use it within 6 hours. You are home. From Nairobi, imagine, where a car takes you for 8 hours. The speed is so good. As long as you protect your chest from cold, then you're on the good side to go. So I told this friend of mine, you know, you cannot board up in an aeroplane if you don't know how to drive, or ride a bicycle. Everything is step by step. When you are born, you start by crawling, then you start stepping on your foot, and then you buy your first vehicle, which is nyange. Nyange is a traditional type of a tire that has been cut round and tied with a rope, which children in the villages enjoy riding and competing with, especially while playing games. Once you know how to ride nyange, that nyange one-wheeled vehicle, you move to the next step, which is riding a wheelbarrow. You need to learn how to balance a wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow has 3 legs, but for it to move, then you will have to lift 2 of its legs, back legs, and then it will stand on 1 leg, and then through the help of your legs, human legs, you can take it to anywhere you want it to go. It's a very funny device, but it's a very, very good one. It's used mostly by fundis for transporting things from one point to another. It's also used for measurements by builders and constructors. Very, very important. So once you know how to drive or to ride nyange, the next thing is to learn how to ride a wheelbarrow. Once you learn how to ride a wheelbarrow, then you are good and qualified to now learn how to ride a bicycle. And a bicycle is so simple, because when you learn to ride a bicycle when you are still young, you realize most bicycles come with 2 big legs and 2 other small legs to support you from falling. These 2 small legs are mostly placed at the back. And then when you upgrade, you realize you'll be bought for a bicycle that has 3 legs, 1 leg at the front and 2 legs at the back. Slowly by slowly, once you've gained confidence and courage, then you'll graduate to riding a bicycle that has 2 wheels. And by that point, that means you are an expert. That means it's time for you to graduate to the next level, which is now riding a motorcycle. Of course, no motorcycle will come with more than 2 legs. So you have to just know how to balance riding a bicycle for you to learn how to balance riding a motorcycle. Motorcycles are dangerous. These are devices that you cannot play with anyhow. If you don't have experience of riding it, leave it, because it can give you a permanent mark that you can never recover from. So before you ride a motorcycle, learn how to ride a bicycle so that you can gain your stamina and balance, and then you'll enjoy motorcycle. Motorcycle is so fun to ride. There are gears. You don't use a lot of force, actually almost no force. All that you are required to do in a motorcycle is just balancing. Know how to balance on your way so that you don't fall down. Know where to step at the right full time and what not to step. Know how to play with the gears from different angles and terrains and different levels of the road. Know how to hold brakes and know when to use emergency brakes. With that, you're so good to start riding a motorcycle. With a bicycle, it's a bit complicated. A bicycle, you'll have to pedal your wheels every now and then for you to move. The moment you stop pedaling, you will stop moving and you might fall down. You have to pedal and learn how to balance the steering, which you'll hold using both hands of yours. As you continue riding your bicycle, you'll realize that you will gain some skills to some point where you will not even hold the steering on your bicycle as you ride. It will just be flowing alone, freestyle. But that is for experts. Do not try it if you're not having a helmet, because when you fall down, you might end up being admitted and your head might have some injuries and what and what. Once you know how to ride a motorcycle, that means you can now start riding these small cars such as Vitz, Mazda, Premios. You can start learning to drive those small cars, which will later give you an interest to buy a big car. Those fuel guzzlers such as Land Cruisers, Prados, V8s, Range Rovers, you will now have the desire to drive those big vehicles. Those big vehicles, as you drive them, they don't want somebody who is too messy, somebody who is too violent on the road, somebody who has no patience. Those are cars that when you are driving them, everybody gives you way, everybody respects you. Other motorists fear moving closer to you because they know if they hit you just a little like this, a small injury on your car might cost them a lot of money. So they don't want to disobey you. They give you the respect that you deserve. It comes with a title of respect and honor. Once you've learned how to drive these cars, now you will get to a point where you will be flown by plane. That means now you've qualified all the levels to be the best driver, and the world recognizes you as a very, very good driver. Now it's time for you to fly. You will fly on aeroplanes. You will fly on private jets. You will fly up there as everyone else is down here. As you pass by anywhere, we will turn our heads up in the sky to see who is passing, because aeroplanes have their own respect. They have their own honor. We respect and honor anybody who uses a plane. Whether you are paid for your own ticket or you paid your ticket by yourself, we respect that. So I'm gonna teach a friend of mine today to go and ride a bicycle. Everyone around my life must be successful. I don't want jokes. So, Calvins, I'm coming for you. Prepare. I don't have a head helmet, but now you have to use your manly strength to balance yourself so that you don't fall down and you learn how to ride a bicycle at your 20s. For me, I learned how to ride my bicycle when I was very, very, very young. And then later when I became an adult, one day when I just woke up, I realized nobody invited me for Christmas. I went and took the money YouTube paid me and went and bought a mountain bike for myself. Something that I love so much. The mountain bike you see at the back there, you see it? That bicycle, a mountain bike. With how many gears does it have? I think it has between 4 or 5 gears. I can use it to ride anywhere. I go to town without paying for fare. I can climb the hill with it at ease because I just change the gears how I want. It's a good achievement because it helps you lose weight. You burn lots and lots of calories, and you can see I have a very good athlete's body because of that bicycle. You who's watching, what are you waiting for? If you don't know how to ride a bicycle, go and look for a friend who has a bicycle. But first, start with nyange, then next wheelbarrow, and then bicycle, and then motorcycle, and then small cars, and then those fuel guzzlers. And finally, you will see the need to buy a private jet. So guys, as I was busy minding my own business, actually editing, electricity just vanished. So now we don't have electricity here. It's been lost for more than 1 hour right now. In some parts of where I stay, it got lost at 5 a.m. in the morning. The time right now is 12 a.m. Imagine electricity getting lost on a weekday while you're busy working. How do you explain that to your client? It's very tricky. So I've decided this is the time I'm going to just go ride my bicycle with my friend. He's called me, he told me he's not feeling well, he has a stomach upset. So probably he may not learn to ride the bike today. So let me just go and see what we can do together. Yeah, even if it's just a storytelling session. My beards. Donge, let's go and then we'll be back later. It's actually noon time. Afternoon, the sun is right over my head. That's why you can see my head shining. And I joined the Bald Club. So this is how it looks like here. In the eastern side of Nairobi, there are very many tall buildings. All over you can see tall buildings almost everywhere, and very many people stay around this area. And houses are relatively cheap. One bedroom goes for roughly between 13 to 15,000, and two bedroom go for between 15,000 to about 20,000. So it's kind of an affordable place if you want to save money in Nairobi. If you want to have something for yourself, then this is the place to be. So this is how it looks like. See how that building is tall? Most buildings are tall. Look. Where? This is a church. By the way, I've not told you. This area has so many churches. There are about 10 churches from where I am standing towards the road. Like if you take that road, behind me here there's a church. This is KG, and then there's Winners, I don't know, something. And then there's this one. This is Manmin for Indians. There is a PCA, there is a Redeemed Church, and several others. Guys, here is my friend, the one I was coming to teach how to ride the bike, but ashaanza complain ati anaumwa na tumbo, so that asiendeshe, ni mwoga. So I will forgive him today. Probably tomorrow he will have no choice. Calvins.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi too. Asanteni sana.
Hi.
Naitwa Calvins Brad. Nilikuwa nataka kujifunza
Kiswahili shida.
Nilikuwa nataka kuendesha baiskeli leo, lakini ninasikia naumwa na tumbo. So haitawezekana.
Kesho utapona.
Kesho. Of course, itakuwa kesho.
Nikupatia dawa ya tumbo. Now, which way? This other one. No, Nikon. Chukua hii mama. Kula. Sijui nini nimeingia kwa sauti yangu. Ni kama yanatoka kupotea. So guys, that's a waste. We will do it tomorrow. Hey Calvins, you're looking good. So, unakaa poa. You're looking good.
Asante.
You have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Calvins Brad.
Yeah.
He's a musician. He sings, and his stage name is Calvins Brad. You want to check him out? Go check him on his social media platforms.
Everywhere is Calvins Brad. Yeah. Sing gospel.
Na ujue kuendesha bike.
Very soon nitajua kuendesha bike. Already I have it and you know to.
Ukiendesha bike, kiuno yako inakuwa flexible.
Nikidansia Mungu naweza dance.
Ukidance kwa Coolpix.
Niko kama
anaitwa dance kule kwa nini?
Yule mama anajiitaje? Sijui nani msia. Nimekuja.
Mimi sijui kitu.
Anaanza ni anajua kudance.
Unajua kuendesha nyange?
Nyange.
hivi. Ile ya kuendesha chini hivi.
Nilikuwa najifunza mtaani. Mimi kuna mchezo
kama unajua kuendesha nyange. Unajua kuendesha wheelbarrow.
kuendesha ni rahisi. Unachukua tu hivi.
Wheelbarrow iko na miguu ngapi?
Moja.
Na inasimama na nini? Sasa mama. Hai.
Hiyo si kama hiyo si mguni ile ingine.
Na hizo vitu inasimama nayo ni nini? Mkono.
Support ni kama mkono. Niseme tu mkono.
Okay. Tutajua tu. Hey. Barabara iko na vumbi. Sana. Mimi nimetoka kuendesha bike.
Kwani umeendaje?
Nimekuja nimecheza hapa. Nikapiga maraundi, nikaenda mpaka kule kununua ball gum. So guys, I beg to end this video here because it has already taken long. I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. Turn on the notification bell to be notified every time that we do upload new videos. And until next time, always work hard and be nice to people. And remember, nothing is impossible. This is Devance Empire. End of discussion. End of discussion. Nani huyo? Ona vile mtoto ni mrembo. Ona mtoto mrembo.